Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we are doing another tomato taste test, hydroponic versus organic. So here are a few tomatoes that I picked for my hydroponic plant, and then here are some that I picked for my outdoor plant, which is grown organically. So let's go take a look at the plant. We'll come back, pick a few fruits, then I'll cut it open, let you see it, and then we'll have a taste at it. Alright guys, here is the hydroponic tomato plant. This is the sun sugar, and I have a bunch of fruits that are ready to pick to test, and I specifically saved a few, some of the more ripe one to do a taste on. I'm probably gonna pick the really ripe one and the semi-ripe one, and then compare that to the one outside. For a plant that is grown from a cutting, I did a video on this guy already on how to propagate the tomato plant. So these were just a sucker from the outside plants, and it's producing pretty well because hydroponic grow tomato pretty fast, and it's just so easy. They just sit here, you refill the water, and they grow. So a good amount of fruits here. Some more here. It kind of grow really leggy and tall when the light becomes kind of like at its capacity. So then a lot of the leaves or the area here does not get a lot of light, so it becomes leggy at the top, and so some of them are like outside of the unit. So see, there's some fruit in there. Good amount of fruits in there. So then there are flowers here, coming more and more flowers and all that stuff. Okay, so I'll go ahead and pick these two. Actually, I want to pick a bigger one, like those in there, so that we can have a good taste and describe the flavor. Let's see. Let me cut it and allow it to drop. There we go. So here's one that's in hydro. I'm gonna flag this. I'm gonna put a zip tie on this so that we know that this is from hydroponic. Okay, here it is. So we'll take the semi-ripe one as well, just a little yellow. So once they're completely ripe, they're a little orange, but before that they're yellow a little bit. See the difference here? This is more ripe and this is almost to that point. So let's go outside and we'll pick the other ones that are on the ground. Alright guys, here is the sun sugar tomato that is in the ground. It's a pretty large plant, and the one that we showed earlier in the hydro system is actually a sucker from this plant. So let's go ahead and find a few fruits to pick, and then we can compare and see how they taste. Soil grown organically versus hydroponic. So this one is a good one here. So we'll just pick it without the stem on. Look at that. And then let me see if I can find another one not so ripe. This guy is like so prolific, and you see that fruits are all over the place. I mean, there's so many. And if you look here, you see they're producing more and more. Fruits are everywhere on the plant, and then in there's some fruits down there, and then they're just producing like crazy. So here's a semi-yellow one. We'll pick this one here. It's a little bit yellower than the ripe one. Okay, so let's go inside and test it out. Alright guys, so you have seen both of the plants. The outdoor one is just ridiculous. It's huge and is producing like crazy. So I get tomatoes anytime I need it, which is great because fresh is always the best. And I've been eating a few of the indoor one as well. They're very easy to grow. I'm surprised how easy these sun tomato or sun sugar tomatoes are to grow. They're very, very productive. They also don't get cracks as much as some of the other varieties. These are very thin skin, and which is a big shock for me that these don't crack too often or at all. The birds love these, so make sure you have a plastic bag or something to scare them off. Earlier you saw a white plastic bag. That's just to scare the birds. So anytime the wind move back and forth, it makes some noise, so the birds won't come. Before I did that, man, they were eating all of my tomatoes. So I have a few plants outside, and one of the other tomato plants, the birds just keep eating them all. So I have flagged these here. The one with zip tie are the hydroponic one, and these are the one that we pick from outside. So I try to pick two different types, one that is really ripe and one that is almost to that point. So they're very much the same color, a little bit different in sizes, but the one outdoor produced pretty large tomatoes as well. It's just I happen to only find, I mean, these are the easiest to get to. So anyway, we'll cut each open and take a look inside. We'll start with the ripe one. We'll leave this one here. Actually, and make it easier, so I'll pull it off. So this is the hydroponic. And actually this is the hydroponic that is really ripe. And this is the one that is outdoor that is also really ripe. A little bit different on the inside. This one has some kind of green. That's probably because it's not fully ripe. I'm not sure, but it's pretty soft. So I think that's already. Wow, it smells so good. It smells really sweet. So this one here is a little bit ripe, not quite, and I can tell that there's some kind of green already in there. Look at that there. And then this one is the one that's outdoor. A little firmer. They have some green there too. I guess that's just the nature of the seed area when it's not really ripe. So yeah, it does have some green there. So this is the hydroponic one, and this is the hydroponic one, and this is the one that are grown in soil. So let's have a taste and see if there's anything different. Alright guys, here we are. Let's have a taste and see if there is a difference. So we'll start with the really ripe hydroponic plant, which is this one here, the one that has a slight green in it. So let's see. Wow, really sweet. I love this variety. It tastes like sugar when you allow them to ripe, really ripe. The only thing that I don't prefer too much is the skin. So you know, the skin has that really rough texture at the end, but everything about it is just such a great tasting not pepper, but tomato. It's really sweet, but surprisingly, it has that slight tomato flavor. Wow, that is really good. That's my hydroponic one. It's extremely sweet. It's almost like eating a fruit that you didn't think is a tomato. Very sweet. Okay, so let's try the outdoor one. Not as sweet. Good flavor still. Tastes very similar, but I think the hydroponic one was a lot sweeter. Nothing else is different about it. The skin texture is the same. The flesh has that same texture also. Same flavor, except the sweetness. The hydroponic one has a sweeter flavor. Okay, and then at the end you sort of have that slight tomato taste. Okay, so now we're gonna try the one that's almost right. We'll start with the hydroponic one. A little more tangy than the really ripe one. Still has that sweetness. The skin is a little crunchier too. Wow, really good flavor. Little tangy. So the ripe one is all sweet. Okay, so we'll try the outdoor one. I can't even tell the difference. The very first one I could because of the sweetness, but anything else after that, it just tastes exactly the same to me. You get a little bit tomato taste at the end with both of them. Wow, they're both really good. Sun Sugar are one of my favorite because of the sweetness. They're easy to grow, and they produce a ton of fruits. They're very beautiful too. The kids even love this. So anytime you go into the garden, just pick one and eat them. They're that good. Very easy to grow. All you need is one plant, and you can just propagate 100 more. So that's what I usually do if I don't have seed for a plant, and I'll just buy one, and then once they grow to a certain size, then I propagate the suckers, and then I'll get more than one plant in very little time. So that's exactly what I did with the Sun Sugar. So anyway, it's really difficult to tell, and they both taste really good, and I highly recommend you trying it out. You know, grow some Sun Sugar, propagate it, and try both hydro and soil. They both do just as well, very low maintenance, and you'll be happy with this this variety. Anyway, the baby just woke up, so thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe.